Hello world, YouTubers have long been a target of hackers. You know the deal, a criminal somehow hacks into a channel and changes the channel name and icon to something totally different, usually resembling SpaceX or some cryptocurrency exchange. Then they start a live stream using some pre-recorded video of Elon Musk they just ripped off another YouTube channel, harnessing the subscribers and clout of the channel to get views, all with the aim of tricking crypto noobs into sending them their hard-earned Bitcoin. The sales pitch being, whatever Bitcoin you send us, we'll double it and send it back to you. Now, I don't think it takes a genius to figure out that this is probably a scam, but people fall for it nonetheless. Last year, this particular scammer controlled a Bitcoin address hoovered up 21 Bitcoin in the space of 48 hours. Those coins are now worth well over $1 million. Google's threat analysis group has just revealed the scam in more detail and explains how they've been battling to put these crypto crooks out of business. Google launched their counteroffensive in late 2019 when they discovered scammers were luring their targets with fake collaboration opportunities. You see, pretty much all YouTubers have an email address linked in their channel's About section. This makes it easy for potential sponsors to get in touch with us. Though, unfortunately, a good portion of these emails are straight up phishing attempts. One evil email example Google gives is this one. The email, which quite literally starts with "My name Jeff," offers cash in exchange for the promotion of a non-existent antivirus software, PixProtect. Once a YouTuber had agreed on a price for the sponsor spot, the cybercrims would send them a copy of this antivirus software to try out, and then a malware landing page disguised as a software download URL was sent via email or a PDF on Google Drive. Once the target runs the fake software, cookie-stealing malware executes, taking browser cookies from the victim's machine and uploading them to the actor's command and control server. This is known as session hijacking, or a pass-the-cookie attack. Once they have them, an attacker can use the nabbed cookies to hijack a session, taking control of a victim's Google account and thus their YouTube channel. Session hijacking isn't new at all, it's been around as long as the internet has existed. But Google says its resurgence as a top security risk could be due to a wider adoption of multi-factor authentication, simply because passwords are quite simply useless to an attacker if you've got 2FA enabled, so they have to resort to stealing your cookies instead. Interestingly, the attackers decided not to make the malware persistent. In other words, it wouldn't configure itself to launch automatically on startup. Instead, it would run once when executed and then just exit. Google postulates this was done to make it harder for malware detection software to identify it as a threat. At this point, an attacker would proceed with their crypto scam or sell the accounts for between $3 to $4,000 depending on the number of subscribers. As with the current trends, the bad actors behind this malware were operating the scheme as an affiliate program. The miscreants recruited on Russian-speaking forums via the following job description, offering two types of work. Social engineers were awarded between 25 and 70% of revenue collected from victims, depending on the level of work they were willing to do. Now, this wasn't a small operation. Google identified 15,000 email addresses and over 1,000 domain names used by the attackers in this operation. But Google claims that since May, they've succeeded in decreasing the volume of related phishing emails on Gmail by 99.6%, which, to be fair, is pretty remarkable. Also, Google has referred the activity to the FBI for further investigation. Whilst this attack was impervious to strong and securely kept passwords, many attacks are not. This video is sponsored by RoboForm. The easiest thing you can do to level up your security is use a password manager. RoboForm keeps your passwords encrypted until you need them, and notifies you if any of your passwords have been included in a data breach, helping you stay secure. RoboForm is one of the OGest password managers. They've been around since the 90s. I also use them myself. Use the link in the description to grab 30% off an annual subscription, bringing it to just $16, and there's a 30-day refund policy if you aren't happy with RoboForm for any reason. If you enjoy this kind of video, make sure to help me out by mutilating the like button for the YouTube AI as well as turning on those sub notifications. If you want to see what goes on behind the scenes, make sure to follow me on the Instagrams. I'm @Jonty, I will of course link it in the description, and if you're looking for something to watch next, go check out my previous video on how a US Navy employee betrayed his country trying to sell nuclear secrets hidden on an SD card within a peanut butter sandwich. As always, sources will be linked in the video description. Stay tuned for more hacking videos and have a good one.